y'all, what's up? So I am like having some free time in between my meetings today, and I've been preparing some really dope content for y'all around tech, and this is going to be a tech series. So I was like, you know what, I'm in a tech space today. It is a great day for me to just go ahead and share some of the things that I have been preparing. We'll just go ahead and kick this video off. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your girl, the Kayla B, and let's get into this first video of the tech series. So the first video that I wanted to do was called What is Tech Sales? And y'all, I get this question all the time, and I know it's basic, but what I've realized is that a lot of people who are involved in my channel or just involved in my following and support me are really coming to me because they don't have any industry knowledge. They don't have any understanding really on where they want to go in tech. So tech sales is what I do. So I am currently a enterprise digital specialist at Microsoft. I am actually kicking it in the Microsoft office today. So this is a really dope experience and background. I thought, why not? Let me just whip my camera out and record in here today. But you know, tech sales is basically, in simple layman terms, being able to simply just sell software solutions. And even though I'm saying software solutions, there is infrastructure, we'll get into that, and back-end things. But more specifically, if you hear somebody in tech sales saying, I'm in tech sales, I'm an account executive, or I'm a BDR, SDR, what they are primarily doing is figuring out ways to sell into business accounts on SaaS offerings. A SaaS offering is a software as a solution. And there's three different kind of areas within tech sales that you can sell to. The first area is going to be software products, like I just mentioned. So your software as a service. Your second is going to be hardware and devices, what I was just mentioning. So maybe you're selling storage, maybe you're selling the infrastructure in which these cloud applications or these SaaS solutions live on. So the hardware and the back end, think of it like the iPhone is the hardware, iOS is the system and operating system that is running on top of that actual system. So one's the actual hardware, the device, the other is the software or application. So you kind of want to choose where you want to be. And then third would be tech services. So maybe you are selling, you know, support. Maybe you are a person who needs to basically figure out how to engage with the customer in post sales. Maybe you will be doing deployments and, you know, providing services or consulting to these businesses that you know, that need some type of software. You're just working every day with your clients or your business partners, because we're really partners and we're really advisory, right? So being an account executive for such a long time, what I've come to realize is the best sellers in tech sales offer advice. They are able to consult with clients, understand the challenges that they may have, understand how certain things are affecting their business or operational goals, and be able to prescribe a solution that effectively will solve those businesses' challenges, right? They are prescribing some type of technology. A great example of this would be Zoom. We all know what Zoom is. So Zoom is that interface where we can, like, you know, effectively get on and have meetings together. So prior to COVID, Zoom was not this huge thing. You know, maybe there was Skype, maybe there was WebEx, these, you know, other brands. But what Zoom was doing was, during a crisis, a COVID, you know, world crisis, people had to work in a digital space. So they provided a solution, which is a meeting room, an online space where people can collaborate. So that would be of a software company solving a business challenge that many businesses have. And as the seller, you would have to explain that value and get buy-in from executives and representatives within that company so that you are able to now sell that product. You'll close the deal, you get your cut, your commission. So what are the responsibilities of somebody in tech sales? What does the day-to-day look like, right? Everybody says, I want a day in the life. Like, what does it look like? And I've blogged a day in the life. So one thing I will tell you guys is I am in a lot of NDAs. Like, if a customer is working with us, we're typically in a non-disclosure agreement. I can't tell you who the customer is, just due to privacy reasons and regulations, right, that we have out here. So what does it look like without me telling you what I'm doing with my customers every day? At a high level, I'm basically discussing the benefits of different products with that customer. I'm using something called a sales CRM, which is a tool such as Salesforce, Microsoft MSX, Dynamics 365, these types of tools that give us insights and create cadences around how we actually engage with those accounts. So if you're interested in becoming and getting into tech sales, you definitely want to get familiar with how to utilize a sales CRM software. We also analyze marketing data as well as sales reports. You create promotions, you figure out how to negotiate, and then you do your contracting, invoices, all of that nice stuff. If you are somebody who will full cycle go from a discovery call to closing that deal. So you're pretty much engaging with customers from beginning to end. Sometimes you may be in a sales cycle where you may only engage in the beginning. There may be people closing in the end. Here at Microsoft, they have licensing teams and teams that do a whole bunch of different stuff. Whereas at the startup, we were responsible for handling everything end to end. So it really will depend on the scale of the organization, how that organization is structured internally, and what you have to offer. There's IT sales and there's tech sales. So I want to be able to differentiate for you all as well the difference between tech sales and IT sales. IT sales is after the product is sold from the tech salesperson. So IT sales is, like I said, services, consulting, things of that nature where you're engaging with the customer once they already have the solution and they're looking for services. Great example of that is if you bought a product and you now have support, the person on support can maybe sell you a different type of support. They may be able to sell you a different bundle. The consulting person may be able to offer you consulting services for that specific product. Tech sales is going to be before the technology is actually sold. So pre-sales, where you are prospecting for that account, you're nurturing it throughout the sales processes, which is something you have to learn. And I'll actually do a video on the different steps of the sales processes in tech sales. And then finally, if you're interested, based on what I've said, how I've explained this role, what I think would be cool is for you to understand how you can even get into tech sales, right? So how do you actually get into tech sales? You want to, one, leverage any previous sales experience that you have had. If you have any previous sales experience, you have to leverage that if you're not a technical person. I would say, I think that in most organizations I've been in, if you have some type of prior sales experience, you can at least get your foot in the door. But maybe you don't have a lot of sales experience, but you're more technical and you're looking to move into sales. What you can do is get some certifications. If you don't have sales experience, that may be a better way. Perfect example of that is maybe you want to be a seller of something like Microsoft Power BI, which is an analytics tool. You can go get certified in that and then come to Microsoft and say, hey, I would love to apply for a job selling Power BI because I'm an expert at this. And now you would have to kind of sell yourself in that interview on why they would allow you to come into some type of sales position. And the third would be to network, right? You want to effectively figure out a way to network. LinkedIn is a major key if you're looking to get into tech sales. The reason being is that because when you're looking to get into tech sales, you have to understand that the way you're going to interact with your clients, find new contacts, find new clients is through LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Pretty much a tool that's embedded into LinkedIn. If you're just a normal LinkedIn user, you won't see it. But if you're in sales, you know what I'm talking about. You'll get access to something called LinkedIn Sales Navigator. So think about not utilizing something or even having a presence on one of the primary tools that you'll need for your job. Probably not a good look. Secondly, you can reach out to people who have crucial skills in the roles that you're looking for. You can reach out to recruiters and companies directly through LinkedIn. I always tell everyone in any of my career consultations, do not forget to optimize your LinkedIn. So with that being said, I would say this is a quick little 10-minute video on what tech sales is at a high level, the different areas, what the day-to-day looks like, and then what you can do to take steps to get in if that's something you're interested in. Just to finish up, what I didn't touch on are the different roles in tech sales. So what I will say is you have your BDR or SDR, which are your hunters, people who are prospecting, building pipeline for the sales organization. You have your account executive or client executives. They maintain primary relationships over all of and oversee everything in primary relationship with the customer. And then you may have like a specialist account executive or a specialist role where you are a account executive but only for a product instead of the whole responsible for all products over the whole account, right? So you may just be a specialist. I may only sell Power BI and I may only have a relationship with the customer to sell my product. I've been a specialist, and I think that's my favorite part, is being an expert at one solution so I can be called on at all times when we need to sell it and engage with the customer at that point. So just wanted to give you my insight today. Hope this video was insightful. If you are looking to transition into tech, do not forget to go ahead and book a one-on-one call with me, y'all. I have an amazing deck that I share with you. We map out everything from beginning to end on how you can strategize where you are, how you want to get into tech sales, and where you're looking to go and how you can set goals there. So with that being said, I hope this video was insightful. I hope that you all really liked it. Hope you liked my space today. I'll probably do another video in here really quickly out of this tech series, since I have amazing lighting, just a quiet space and a really dope background, and I'm in a tech vibe right now. So hope this was insightful, and I hope to see you on the next video of our tech series.